Sack this manager today. Get him out of my club. Actually, I want this t-shirt. I want this t-shirt. This manager is absolutely pants. I had a feeling if this went to penalties that we would lose. Kai Havertz, number 29, 65 million for Kai Havertz. This manager is the worst manager in Arsenal's history. This manager is shocking. Man, I ain't even upset now. Let all these other Arsenal content creators be upset. Because you know what? It's time to get cooked. Go and listen to your other streams right now. Your Curtis Shaw's, your rate. But you know what? This manager's not good enough. This manager is taking us to the pits of hell. To the pits of hell. Out of two competitions, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, in 5 days. Out of two cup competitions in 5 days. Big up to Penguin in the building, man. Team's rubbish, man. Team's crap. Bro, caps, whatever. Anything's on today, man. I'm not even angry no more, bro. Yeah, because I'm used to this shit. I'm actually used to this crap now. Yeah, we are rubbish. Don't talk to me about Odegaard again. Yeah. Creative. What does he create? What does he create? Don't talk to me about Kai Havertz. Don't talk to me about Trossard. Don't talk to me about £100 million Rice. Don't talk to me about Gabriel and Saliba. Don't talk to me about Raya. Don't talk to me about none of these players. But you know what? Like the manager, they're not good enough. How are you going to go into this game? Yeah? Into this game with that attitude. It's rubbish. It's rubbish. This team is rubbish. This team is in the mud. And you know what? United fans, fair play to them because they got the points. Fair play to them. Fair play to them. Let them cook. Let them cook. Because this team is finished. And let them laugh while they can, because this team is muddy, man. This team is finished. This manager is shit. We're going through that Ten Hag phase now. Yeah. Ten Hag phase is amongst us now, people. But the difference is Ten Hag won a couple of trophies. Yeah. Ten Hag actually won a trophy, 2 trophies whilst he was at Man United. This guy can't even win trophies. Yeah? This guy can't even get past the 3rd round of the FA Cup. Man United fans out singing us at home. It's embarrassing, man. The London Man United fans as well, yeah? Remember, more Man United fans in London than there was here. But do you know what? Amorim, yeah? Only won 4 games and 4 games out of 13 since he's taken over Man United. No winning 5. And here we are, Arsenal just giving out gifts. Arsenal giving out gifts. You know where the next loss is coming? On Wednesday. Wednesday, we're losing to Tottenham Hotspur, mate. Yeah? We are losing to Tottenham. Yeah. We are losing to Spurs on Wednesday night. The club is in the mud. Yeah? Arsenal are in the mud. This is boring now. This is boring. If this doesn't give Arteta the kick up the Arsenals, then I don't know what to do. What? The guy is happy about getting 50 million and finishing top four. That's all he's concerned with. What kick up the arse? He's comfy. He's comfy. He's comfy. He's comfy. He's comfy. He's comfy, mate. Yeah. This team is finished, mate. Like under this manager, this team is finished. Yeah. This is the Ten Hag phase, but with Ten Hag, we won cups. We will lose. We will lose to Spurs also. That's what will happen. 3 games in a row we will lose, and that's going to be another record. This manager is going to start to set those records, man. I don't even know what. Do you know what? It's just ridiculous, bro. Where's this guy, man? Where is this guy, man? People can join if they want, you know. I'm gonna put the link. I'm gonna put the link on the thing if you want to join, you know? And you can chat about this club. Calling show. Let's make this a calling show. Anyone wants to step up, they can join. I know Curtis is on at the moment, stuff like that. But join if you want, man. I'm going to be around here for about half an hour, but I'm dusting. I'm spending too much energy on this. You know what? As much as I love Arsenal, I don't like Arsenal. I really don't like this club at the moment. And I don't like the owners. I don't like the manager. And you know what? I don't even like the players right now. I'll be honest with you. I do not like the players right now. Yeah, because you know what? It's the players that walk into the pitch. Yeah, and this attitude of theirs is just piss poor right now. I'm going to pin that to the top. So join if you want to join. Anyone can join if they want. Like they say, be around for the next 20 minutes or so. I'm not even angry, mate. Yeah, say, I'm not even angry. I'm not even angry. Can't be bothered no more, mate. Season's done. Season's over. Season's over. This team is rubbish. This team is muddied. And you know what? Certain men, yeah, are still Arteta in. Certain men still can't even just like say, you know what? Arteta's not even that great. And you know what? It's your opinion, isn't it? You can have your opinion to stay, you know, that you want the manager to stay, and that's fine. But what is the evidence he's shown you this season that he's good enough? What is the evidence this manager? Show me the evidence, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah? Because it's about evidence, innit? It's about showing me evidence, you know. Show me the evidence. Show me the evidence. Show me the evidence. Because at the moment, we've been saying this for weeks. We've been saying for weeks that the manager needs to go. For weeks upon weeks upon weeks upon weeks upon weeks upon weeks. Yeah. We've been saying manager needs to go, and he's still here. The manager's still in. It's a joke. You know, to be honest, yeah, Man United played all right, but let's talk about the game. Yeah. So I didn't watch the penalties. I'll turn it off, but let's talk about the game anyway. So, bit of a cagey game first half. You know, both teams had chances. Man United had chances. You know, Man United scored first. I actually missed the goal actually because I went toilet. It was a good finish by Bruno. You know, keeper saving that, but it was a very good finish. Got back into the game with Gabriel Magalhaes. But there's some key moments in that game, yeah, where we should have actually finished them off. And sorry, I'm not even sorry. Kai Havertz, yeah, had the opportunity. He had the opportunity. I've played football, yeah, myself, yeah, for a long time, and I know those two chances that they had. I'm predominantly right-footed, but I can use my left foot. I know that first chance, yeah, that he had was not difficult. Sorry, I know both of those chances weren't difficult. All he had to do, yeah, is just get his foot, kind of like his body, over the ball. The first one, what's he doing? Why is he trying to hit it with the front of the boot? Look, I've got some mad slippers, but I'll show you. Why is he trying to hit it here? Use it here. Curl it. Sorry, my slippers are funny, but use that bit, yeah, to side it in, to curl it into the net. But he wants to do all this, you know, relaxed footballer inside a boot and laces and all that rubbish, yeah. Terrible. He had headers galore. Oh, anyway, we're going to get to Odegaard. Listen, we're going from every player, but I'm going from the main guys right now. Second opportunity, I think, was even easier. Ball drops, a nice ball into the box. All he has to do again. This was the second one a little bit. Second one, he put too much power on the ball, yeah, where all he had to do is just let it just hit his boot, and that was a goal. That's all he had to do. It was harder to miss both those chances, yeah, than not to score. He had headers upon headers upon headers. Well, just going straight to the goalkeeper, going over the bar. This is the player that we pay 200 and whatever, maybe 300 grand a week. Whether you call him a midfielder, whether you call him a forward, it doesn't matter. Yeah, for that money, you should be putting the ball away. I don't even think Craig's joining today. He must be so annoyed that he's not even joining today. It's madness. It's absolutely madness. I want to talk about the likes of Martinelli as well. Martinelli, slightly better, but still. The game's not difficult to play. The game is not difficult to play. But why do these guys make it look difficult? I understand if you're up against a very good defender. I understand that. But why do you make the game difficult for yourself? You know, you've done a couple of good things. A lot of things, he was just like all over the place. You know, what I did like about Martinelli is that he started coming into the centre a lot more and running, looking for space in the centre, taking up Havertz's position. Also, let's talk on Jesus as well. We've got to have a conversation about Jesus, man. Jesus is embarrassing. Big up to Jonathan in the building, man. First time I'm seeing you today, man. Big up, man. And experience rarely beats experience. Of course. Of course. But we had experienced players out there today, bro. We had experienced players. So that's no excuse for us. You know? That's no excuse. But I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. You're talking about management, or you're talking about players. So I don't know, but that is a very true fact. That's a true statement, I should say. Smash the like, yeah, if you haven't already, Jonathan. Big up to yourself. But I need to talk on these players, man. Next player, let's talk on Odegaard. This guy is possibly the worst ever captain for Arsenal. The amount of praise I hear from people saying this guy is world class, yeah, I don't get it. And these are people that watch football as well, you know, that played the game. They call this guy world class. He had one breakout season and he scored 15 goals where he was excellent. But since then, he hasn't done anything. He hasn't done nothing. And the thing is, it's not as if his position's not under threat either. So he can just rock up anytime and play exactly how he wants. Now, I'll give him an excuse. He may be coming back from an injury. I'll give him a couple of excuses. But how many excuses am I going to give this guy? Because you know what, yeah? He goes hiding in a lot of games. And you know what he does, what really irritates me in games? He goes to the right. You want your creative player, yeah, who's going to just be on the edge of the box, yeah? So when the ball comes out, you're ready to just shoot. But he's on the right-hand side near the corner flag. What kind of creative player is that? And then all he just does is puts in crosses. And no one's good enough in the air to score a header. So what's the point? We can't say, oh, we missed Saka today, yeah, because you know what, yeah? You have to be able to play without these players. He's injured, so I don't want to hear no excuses about we missed Saka today. He's injured, yeah. You may have to take up the reins, yeah. But no, our captain isn't big enough to take up the reins. Our captain's not good enough to take up the reins. Oh, you're criticising the players. Yes, I am criticising the players. I am going to criticise the players, and I'll do whatever I need to do on my platform. Yeah? I will say what I need to say on my platform, as long as I'm not being personal, you know. And I know myself; I can control myself. Yeah. But this isn't good enough. Yeah, this isn't good enough. This is unacceptable from this manager. I want this manager out. I want this manager out right now. Yeah. There's no going back. I want this manager clear your desk, yeah, take your whatever pictures and everything from your desk and get out of my club, yeah. And also a message for Josh Conkley as well, yeah. You're not good enough. Your owners are not good enough, yeah. But sorry, yeah. 11 man on that pitch against 10-man Man United, yeah. Everyone knew it. Even Win the Dog. Even Win the Dog knew he was going to lose today. Yeah. Actually, let's rename the dog Phase. Yeah. Let's rename Win Phase. Even Phase knew he was going to lose today. I can't wait for my boy Views when he gets back from Dan, because he's on the plane now, flying back. So once he sees the result, he's going to be hot. Man goes away for a holiday and he's come back, and he's coming back to a loss. It's embarrassing. Big up to stay in the building, man. Hope you're well, my bro. Do you know what, bro? I don't want to be popular right now, because I want to speak my truth. Who else? Declan Rice. All running, all running, all stamina, good energy. 100 million though. Is he good enough though? Listen, I'm calling players out. Is Declan Rice actually good enough? Because, do you know what? Is he good enough for Arsenal? Because he was last season. Yeah. Why is the manager? Oh my God. Why is this manager? I can't blame Rice too much, because he came on and he did give it a big effort. What I can blame the manager though is our starting midfield. Marino, Odegaard, and Jorginho. When he started with that midfield, I didn't think he was serious about this game. I didn't think he was serious about this game at all. I didn't think he wanted to win this game with that midfield. So I'm not even. Do you know what? I'm gonna go about my evening, give my wife a kiss, give the family a hug. I'm gonna be chilling about my evening because you know what? I don't care. I'm checked out. I'm checked out. I don't care no more. It's just I'm numb. This team, this manager, he sucked out all the sucked out all the energy from me. Pause. The energy's gone. We'll see my boy Caps is. The energy's not there no more. This team is actually shit. This team. Oh, look at this guy. All of a sudden now, Vimes is in the building now. Don't see him all year. And all of a sudden he pops up. Yeah. 1 win in 5 though, bro. Let's get them wins up. Got to get them wins up, my brother. But all of a sudden now, check it. United, 2 decent victories in 2 weeks. If you ain't winning no trophies this season, bro, you probably go out the next round. But fair play, you've got the FA, you're still the FA Cup holders. Fair play, but you won't be winning no trophies this season. Europa, forget about that. You won't be getting top 5 either. Oh, sorry, top 4. So you know what? Wait till Amorim brings in some more players, bro. But congratulations to United, innit? You know what? We're big men here, innit? We're big. Probably won't. But I'm not in denial, my friends. I'm not in denial. Where do you hear me say we're winning this and hear me winning that? You don't. But make sure you stick around a bit more, bro. I don't know where you've been, bro. You've been hiding for a long time now. So make sure you stick around, yeah. Not just when you win, but when you also lose as well. Because winning feels nice, innit? But you know what? I'm still here. We lost and I'm still here. Bro, I've been hollering at you and you've not even responded. Yeah. So either I'm ignorant and I've not seen your message, or you've just been airing me. So you can't drop those ones, my friend, unfortunately. I know you've probably been doing your own streams. I think you've been doing the game streams. Fair play, but you know what? I have been asking in the group chat for you, and you've not really responded. So we're just taking it like that, innit? But it's all good anyway, my bro. It's all good. It's all good. Fair play to you, man. You man got the result. I really didn't think you man believed you were gonna win today. especially in that second half where he was peppering your goal. He had a few good chances. Was it 5-3 in the end? 5-3 on penalties. I think it was 5-3, innit? I don't even know who missed the penalties. Who missed the penalties? It's got to be Kai Havertz, isn't it? It's updating the title. Bro, don't give me none of that, man. Come on, man. I stream with Matty and he's in the States as well. He's 5 hours behind me, bro. That's unexcusable. Unexcusable. I've probably done about 100 streams since I've last spoken to you. But anyway, just DM me, man, when we need to, bro. Just DM me when we can. But yeah, man. Who was I talking about? Who was the player I was talking about? So yeah, even Saliba and Gabriel, them man are just looking. Them man are just looking clueless as well. Over an hour against 10 men who still look clueless, yeah. Guess what? I can see on Wednesday us getting turned over, you know, badly. I can see us losing badly on Wednesday because now, out of two competitions, you can say, "Oh, we're all going hard for the league," but the league, we ain't winning no league. We ain't winning no league. We ain't winning nothing. We ain't winning anything, people. I guess Craig's not joining. Yeah, people, man. Get ready for all the Arsenal content creator meltdowns and the rivals. Must be loving this now. Bring on Tierney when Jorginho went off injured. Why not start in the first place? Yeah, exactly. You did say like to start him. Yeah, this manager is finished. Absolutely finished. Is he gonna talk? Is he gonna complain about the ball? The FA Cup ball, is he? Is he gonna complain about the ball? What is Arteta's excuse? Everyone. I want people to start calling this manager out. Let's see. Let's go in Twitter. Do you know what? I don't even usually go to Twitter yet. But let's see what some of these people are saying about this manager, because the manager, and no matter what you say about Ten Hag, we know United fans wanted him out, but do you know what he did? He still brought in a couple of trophies. Arteta has a lot to answer for in terms of recent recruitment. His tactics aren't perfect, but today in Newcastle, the coaching wasn't the main issue. The issue is Arsenal's attackers, of course. He should have signed more plus better ones, but I still have faith. Oh my! I didn't even know that guy was going to say that. Hold on. How is someone saying that? That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. I can't believe. He still has faith in this guy. Wow, did you see that? Hold on. Did you see this? Did you see this? Where is it? Hold on. Look at that tweet. I'm going to speak on him actually in a minute. Actually, I'm going to speak on Jesus as well. It's the curse of the white kit. Mourinho is awful. Oh look, we've got someone in the building. We got to Gary, BWT. How you doing, bro?
I you know how I put that in my chats? Ugh. That's basically how I feel right now. Yeah. 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 That.
Talk, man, talk. Listen, I'm
Yeah.
gonna
No.
go.
No.
Talk,
Yeah.
talk
I
about the
did a
game.
watch along, and we're sitting there at halftime, going, "We should probably have a lead now, right? We should have a
Yeah.
lead now in this game, but we are not. We are. No, we're not. We don't got a lead in this one. We had opportunities in that first half. Second half, we should have, definitely put it away, especially when you go up a man. Uh, as much as I was saying, as much as I want to blame Arteta for, there's things you can blame Arteta for in this game, but these players, a man up, don't put it away when they. It's not, and Arteta can, it's like what they say: you lead a horse to water, you can't make it drink.
Mm.
How many opportunities did these players have to drink in front of that goal today? Havertz had two sitters chances. He's got to put them away. Nope. Martinelli doesn't want to take the shot. Erdegaard doesn't want to take the shots. Rice's headers are off. I mean, we had like at least 7 chances to score today. Some we didn't take. Some we took. This is on the players, and if Arsenal as a whole thinks that, guess what? We don't need to we don't need to go out there and find somebody, right? Because that's where we are, right? We need to go out there and find somebody. Find who we gotta find somebody, right? Um,
Who? Who are we gonna find? It's like,
you know what? Anything's better than what we got. We got nothing. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Right now
exactly,
we got nothing. Right?
exactly.
Right. So like, right. Well, we've lost Sterling. Right? You lost
Oh,
Sterling.
did
Sterling.
Sterling
Sorry,
get
not
injured?
Sterling. Sorry, you lost Jesus. Right? Sterling actually played well today.
No.
You lost Sterling. Sorry, I keep saying Sterling. You lost Jesus today. Saka's already out. Um, you got to we got to bring in someone. And there's ways to do it. If you're going to put it on a loan, then why is Neto here? All right, you're not going to play him. Oh, then again, we don't have any. We might not have any cup matches for us to be cup tied, anyways. We got one more game to make sure we can stay in a cup, and that's going to be a challenge, right? So
What, Champions League?
no, no, no. Like you think
Oh, then,
you already given up on the EFL?
I'm already out of that. I'm already. We're already. I think we're already out.
Yeah,
If you saw
that,
today's performance against the 10 men, and
yeah,
we're going to Newcastle, yeah,
yeah. No, no.
most
You
of
know what?
one of the most.
Until it's over, it ain't over, right? So
That's true.
and so, you can never say never. We need to turn the corner at some point. So when are we going to do it? It's got to be the next game, right? Until that, and it's the next game after that, and then the next game. So at some point, this thing's got to turn for the better. Um, as far as winning a trophy, the next time it can turn for the better is when we play at Newcastle, right? Otherwise, nah, it's going to be a challenge. Especially like if Wednesday we play a big match. If we come out like we did today and give them opportunities, keep them in the game. I mean, that's the problem. We keep teams in games and we get punished for it because the defense, like today, the defense, what you know, we gave up their scoring chance defensively, right? I mean, that was all on Timber. Is he tries to clear the header, it's off, and then they're off. I mean, they got 3 on 3, and they win that one. They win that battle. Um, yeah, that we don't get those opportunities, right? We got Mr. Tom in the house. We got AFC
You're
always.
up to the,
Thanks for
you're up
joining
to the
us, right?
system.
So, no, I this one, like people say all the time, you can't blame on it. This one is on the players. Like those players got to look themselves in the mirror and go, "I didn't bring it." All right, Martinelli didn't bring it. Erdegaard didn't bring it. Havertz didn't bring it. Rice needs to do better. I'm not gonna say he came off the bench, so I'm not gonna say he had more than enough time to defend. Like we had starters that didn't do the job, right? Trossard really didn't give us much when he came on, which is a surprise. I was hoping he would do something, but he didn't really do as much as I thought he would. I mean, once again, it's all about those. It's all about those. It's all about those four attackers. It's all about those four attackers. Once again,
let me show you something.
Let
me show you something. Arsenal scored 1 goal from their last 8.23 XG.
Yeah,
that's shocking. It's embarrassing.
Yeah, yeah.
And then we've got Lee Gunner. He says, sack immediately. I told you all 5 years ago. What's your stance on the manager right now? Because listen, I'm not here to play about tonight. You know, I'm not here to. Yeah.
I think they have to have a serious chat for sure. They have to have a serious talk about it. Based on where we are right now, yeah, it should be an easy choice to move on, right? I mean, they need to do something. I mean, it should be an easy decision what to do next. He needs to overachieve with the players that he's got, and he's not doing that. So then that means that if he doesn't get the top players, you won't get more out of him than you expect. Defensively, we are sound. The team is playing well. Like he's got the team set up well. I mean, I think we have the talent to get through these games. For some reason, he can't get it's one of those things where at some point you keep hearing the same message from the same person, and you're just like, it just goes over the head, right? Because whatever he's saying, it ain't working, right?
One thing that really is bothering me, Gary, yeah? One thing that is really bothering me is that he's bringing on Partey in a cup game of this magnitude. I know it's only the 3rd round, but we're playing against Man United. He's bringing Partey on as a right back.
Yeah, I mean, when he came on, I was like, all right, that's. And then you see it comes off, you're like, oh man. And we had like 8. It seemed like we had 8 fullbacks to start the season, and now we don't have any. So we got to keep going back to their midfield to get to support us. I mean, you've got Tierney on the bench, you've got Zinchenko. I know they're not right backs, but at some point you got to switch. You got to switch things up a little bit, right? I mean, at some point maybe you go to the 3 at the back just because you don't have that right back that you really want, and you want to solidify the midfield a little better. I don't know. I feel like, and you're wasting what limited availability you have of Partey. I can't see him giving us 40, 50 games this year, but that's the way it's playing out right now. All right, he's been giving us about 24, 25 Premier League matches, and then he's been out. I mean, he's sitting right now at what? He's played in 19, at 16. We still got 17 games to go. The numbers don't say he will make it through the second half. The second half of the season, based on what we've seen so far from him. So it's gonna. Yeah, as far as Arteta, like they'd have to make that decision in the off season. I would not be sad if he left. They need to do something different. So, like, if they back him the way they're supposed to back him, then we should be bringing in a player or two, right? If this were a seasoned manager at this point in a season, which of all the things that you've gone through, 1 or 2 players should be definitely coming in. And it doesn't have to, if it isn't your number 1 target because you can't get them till the summer, you still need to bring somebody in, right? You need to bring somebody in. So, like, if you don't support him now, when are you going to support him? When you got to do something. You can't just sit back and just watch this thing play out the way it is. It's not getting better. You can't score goals from day 3, right? From match day 3, we were having problems scoring that goal to put us over the edge like we needed today. Nothing has changed. We are match day 21 coming up, and still we are looking for that extra goal to put us to clean to seal a game. And once again, we are not clinical. And once again, we kept a team in. Once again, we have to depend on the defense being perfect. And guess what? Our defense isn't perfect. No defense is. But we put too much pressure on them to be perfect. They make a mistake. We pay for it later because our offense doesn't back them up. Right? The defense backs up the offense a lot. When has the offense said, you know what, you guys are struggling, we're gonna back you up? They never do. If this were a seasoned team with seasoned veterans around the pitch, right? Somebody on the defensive side would be looking at that front line going, dude, what do you we just scored the one goal in this game. What did you do today? What did you bring to the table today?
Mm-hmm.
What did you do? Ray is sitting there making a save late in the extra time to make sure they don't go ahead. He could be screaming at that front line going, when are you gonna bring something to the table? When are you gonna make a play that puts us over the top, right? Right? Yeah, we made a mistake, but we came back from it. We saved at least 2 opportunities in this game. What did you do? When we needed you to do something, what did you do? Right? You see that in some of these clubs, right? Players screaming at each other on the pitch. Why? Because I'm doing everything I can to make sure we stay in this game. You're doing everything you can to keep the other team in this game. Put them away, right? Put them away. If that was Vieira, if that was Tony Adams, that was whoever. On, I go back in time. I didn't see these players, but I know from stories that I heard that if Tony Adams is playing on that back line, he would be able to walk and talk to that front line, going, "What are you doing? What are you doing? We don't lose to Manchester United when we're put in a situation, all right? This is a 3rd game in a row. Sorry, we're gonna have 3. This is the 3-game stretch I talk about every season that we're gonna have to go through. We're gonna have to overcome some challenges. This is the 2nd one. This is the 2nd loss. You lose this 3rd one. This is a season decider. How do you want to play? How do you want to see this thing out? Right? You lose to that team on Wednesday at home. You put Liverpool potentially 9 points up with a game in hand. Right? That's
And
what that's
Forest.
what that's what you're looking at. So the urgency should be there to get the win. The pressure should be there, and the pressure should be there from day 1 of this season, because you didn't finish 2nd 2 seasons in a row to come in and go, it's all right if we finish 2nd again. No, you're trying to get across the line now. These players they've all felt the pain going through a season and either struggling at the beginning or the end and seeing how it plays out. Once again, instead of before the holidays, now it's after the holidays, we might have our blip, right? Like last season, it was around the holidays. We lost 3 in a row, right? Knocked us out of, some important domestic cups, and then also, you know, helped City go on to do what they needed to do. We're back there again. We wasted many opportunities in the first half. 5 draws from leading positions, or we've dropped points in. We've had draws where we've had many an opportunity to take the lead. Right, Everton, we should have won. You're supposed to win that one, right? Fulham, you're supposed to win that one, right? This game today, yeah. Inter, I mean, we've got all these draws that we had where you needed that one goal and we didn't do it. Right. So yeah, like I said, if going back to the original question, Arteta needs to have a serious talk, and also we need to see whether or not the team's going to back him. He needs help. We're not doing it with this team in this current situation, and it needs to change. Like when we go and play Newcastle. There needs to be, and I think there needs to be a new player on Arsenal's starting 11 or on the bench that will help us. All right.
When you say I need to dissect this a little bit more. When you say that Arteta needs help,
Yeah.
just talk about that a bit more, because
Yeah.
as far as I'm concerned, he's had the opportunity to bring in certain players that he wanted to bring into the club, and he's been babbling on about we don't need a striker, and tinkering here, tinkering there. So how much more help does this actual manager actually need? Because it's baffling to me how how last season's form has not translated into this year. So what help does he need? What help does this manager need?
For me, the easy one is we need another player or two who who likes to put the ball in the net. All right.
But he doesn't like those type of players though. He doesn't like those type of players that, because strikers come with more than just putting the ball in the net. They're going to be quite individual. They're going to be quite outspoken. Maybe arrogant at certain times. Not every player comes with that yes Arteta, yes manager tag. These players have their own individualistic creative minds. So how can we help this manager if he doesn't like a certain type of player?
Well, I mean, I think some of the players we're looking at, as you say, probably don't fit the dynamic that Arteta is looking for, right? Because they probably will be those that are a little bit more livelier on the pitch. They're going to be screaming at everybody and stuff like that. They have that little aggressiveness in them. They have that little bit of I'm just going to do it myself kind of thing, and that might affect my defense coach. You know what I mean? So those types of things. But if Saka is the epitome of a player that you need to find, and you need to find a player similar to Saka in that mental the way that they play the game and all of that. So which means you're not going to get a Saka again, but you're going to get somebody at least mentally and at least their style of play fits into yours, because we need more of those type of players. If we're not going to go out there and get a top striker who, as you say, doesn't have the mentality and the trait that we're looking for in our players, right? Right. Then you need to go out there and find those players that have the traits that you need to add more fuel to the fire and give you more options. All right. So that's kind of how I feel like you need to help yourself. If Osman isn't the guy, then there's got to be another player out there similar to, in a similar role that can offer you what you need. So I don't believe there's no players out there that Arteta shouldn't be comfortable with. I mean, he was able to go from Leno to Ramsdale to Raya, and all three of those goalkeepers had a little bit something different about them. So obviously he sees something in them, and he's okay taking a chance on them, knowing that maybe I'll get my guy next. And that's the thing that also he needs to do. Like, yes, maybe say Isak is the guy in the summer for you, but there's got to be somebody in January that you need to pick up, and maybe it's not a striker, maybe it is maybe it's a wing player or a multifaceted player that can play multiple roles, right? But you need to find that player, because that's what you need. You need to go out and get them. If it's one player, you spend all your whatever your budget is for the January window, you go get him. So that's what they need to do. I don't know what more Arteta can do in terms of getting these players to play differently and better. Because that's the other thing. Can he do that? And he hasn't done it before. That's the other part. Like, have any of the managers on the sidelines with him? Are any of them going to help him? Right? We know Jover helps him. right? Today, not so good on our set pieces, but in general, Jova has been there for, I think delivering on what he's supposed to do, right? But what are the other managers doing? Like, how are they helping Arteta get some of these players across the line, right? Right, we talk, so so maybe it's not Arteta, maybe it's the support that he has. If these guys aren't helping him, then they shouldn't be here either, right? We see assistants come and go. Like, who's helping our defense is sound. Is that all Arteta, or is that some other manager doing it? You know what I mean? No matter who we play on defense, our defense is pretty solid, right? We've switched up our defense pretty much every game, it seems. And have we looked poor on defense significantly and consistently? No, we've been pretty good. On the attacking side, not so good consistently, and I don't get it. Like, we coached the offense and the defense totally different in terms of what we expect of them and how we build a squad. And you're paying for it. Arsenal's paying for it. So I mean, it's the some of that's discipline and how you build your squad and how you manage your squad and how you coach the squad. So yeah. Are we gonna fire him now? No, but does he need to be a discussion? Yes. Yes. Is there another manager out there that might be able to do better? Yes. We've seen it. All right. We've seen Slot come in and take a team that didn't achieve what their goals, and he's got them playing pretty well right now. Another manager comes in and a different voice comes in. Got Lolo from On the Stoop, I think, is joining us.
Big up to On the Stoop as well, man. Make sure you like and subscribe.
Yeah. So I mean, I think we have the talent to get the job done. Either the coaching is bad, or we need better talent. We need more talent. All right, pick one. Pick one. Right.
I've already decided what I want.
I think it's easy to say Arteta out, but for me, right now, we're fixing a problem today. We can't fix it with Arteta doing anything different than he's done. But you give him another player, maybe that gives him a little bit of confidence that he'll put out there, because that's the other part. We bring in a player, we're not confident and we're not trusting of them unless we have an injury. And what's the point of bringing them in, right? Sterling only is playing now because what? We basically have so many injuries now. We have no choice but to play him, right? That's the only way Sterling is playing. When we needed Sterling to play in earlier games, we didn't use him.
This goes back to
either you bring him in to play him or you don't. It starts with that.
This goes back to our summer window where, you know what, we didn't bring the players in. We can say it's not Kai's fault or anything, but this manager spent 65 million on this player and brought this guy in, yeah, and he still to this day, yeah, plays him, puts him up front. So this manager has not so much accountability. It's the manager's fault. I don't care what anyone says now. I want this manager out. I'm sick of him. I've been saying this year for the last 3-4 seasons. Yeah, this manager is not good enough for this club. He's not good enough for this club. We can all gas about the last 2 seasons where we came second, and but we still didn't get over the line because you know what? We didn't bring in that big boy striker. Jesus got injured. We didn't bring in a striker. Yeah, Saliba got injured. We didn't have a decent backup defender. Yeah. So we can look at all these little things over all these years. He's only won 1 trophy in 5 years, and he is a top 2 manager in the world that gets paid 15 million a season, and we're not giving him accountability. We're just saying, you know what? He needs help. He needs help. He's had help. He's had 700, 800 million to spend. Yeah, he brought in Sterling on the last day of the transfer window, and said, "Oh, it took him 10 minutes to make that decision." Sterling has hardly even played a game. Sterling has hardly played the ball. I'm ranting now because I want to rant, because as much as I'm like, I didn't care after the game, I think now as the hours go past, and then tomorrow when I've sat down and I've reflected, because remember, we've just come on straight after the game. This manager is making mistake after mistake after mistake after mistake. Yeah, he's playing players in positions that they shouldn't be playing. Yeah, Calafiori should be our backup centre. He's playing left back. Partey is probably arguably our best midfielder. He's playing right back. Martinelli consistently bad. You know, Trossard consistently is bad, but he still tries to play them into form. Yeah, we should be now, and I don't want this manager to spend another penny because I want him out. But we have to spend money. We have to spend money. We need to dip into that transfer window. I don't want to hear that we want someone special that's going to be better than the players that we have, because there are players that are better than the players that we have. There are better players than the players that we have right now. Olise, we had a chance to go and get him. Why didn't we go and get him? Oh, we don't want to hurt Saka's feelings. We don't want to hurt Saka's feelings. Trossard, once out. Get rid of him. Jorginho's still at the club. Odegaard, no one to pressure him. Stinking out games. Game after game after game. I know these guys have had babies and stuff. Yeah, I understand that. I've been in that position as well.
Yeah.
But you're the captain of the club. Stinker after stinker after stinker. If I bring up the comparisons between him and Palmer now, you'll be shocked. You will be shocked.
Yeah, no. We're talking about this game. We're talking about in general, right? Right now in this game, and that's where this game, the players had a lot to do with why we're not continuing on. Yeah. Yes, some of these players probably shouldn't be here if they can't get the job done, right? And that is on Arteta, right?
Mm-hmm.
But these players also got to look themselves in the mirror, right?
Of course.
These players got to look themselves in the mirror because they didn't do a job today, and like they all should feel, especially the attackers, all should feel like, I let my team down. Like, do they? Does the manager think they let the team down? They should, right? I don't care what Arteta says in a press conference after a game.
I want to know what he
says. Internally. Well, I don't think he's going to tell us, but that's why I don't care what he says in the interview, because he's not telling us the truth. And if he is telling us the truth, it's even worse than I thought, right? But in the locker room, he should be pissed. If he's really the guy that's going to get us across the line. If he isn't, then that's why we need to move on, right? Like this don't look good, man. This don't look good.
This is what he said after today's game. He said, we deserve to win the game by a mile, but we are out.
That's all he said?
Win the game then.
Yeah.
Why didn't you win the game? Because you had enough time. They even went down to 10 players.
Yeah.
You had enough time to win the game, so why didn't you go out and win the game?
Yeah. Yeah. And that part that comes down to mentality, and that's the mentality of the players on the pitch, right? I mean, you go down a man, the players should see that as an opportunity to get, when and then we saw that, right? When they went down a man, we got the goal, we drew it up. But then you got to continue on. You're at home in front of your fans, right? And I think, we played an hour? They played an hour with a man down, and their defense is nowhere close to ours. Nowhere. This is where I'm telling you, this is that internal strife that you have in your club, right? If you're my defender and I'm your attacker, and your defense is holding them to one goal, and and other team's down a man, and you're looking at me going, "What are you doing? We're the only ones that scored. What are you doing?" Like, this is when they talk about the bust ups in the locker room. This is what this is when it's supposed to happen. What's the defense supposed to do? We can only hold them to so many shots, keep them out, and you don't do your job. Yeah, no, it's going to be a lot of Havertz memes out there today. And then to come out and take that PK the way he did, Yeah, he didn't want to take
I
that.
did, you know, I switched off. I turned off
Yeah, he
because
didn't
I
want to
had a
take that
feeling we would
PK.
lose. What did he do? Did he sky it or did he?
No, he
Was it
just.
say
I
it?
mean, it was a dribbler to the right corner. Goalkeeper guessed right, I guess, or it was no different than what Erdegaard did when he took his. It looked similar. It's almost like, you know what? Hold my beer a second, Martin. I'll show you how to do it. And he did the exact same thing. And then Martin said, you know what? I'm going to show you how I'm supposed to do it. And then he did, he started off things with a very nice, PK to start the thing off. And then Erdegaard comes up and goes, no, 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 none of that. And showed us why,
Hey, Paul, if you want to
why.
join,
Yeah.
the links, the
Yeah.
StreamYard link
Yeah, that's
is
another thing.
pinned.
Did we look like we were upper man today? They looked like they were going to score in that second time of extra time today. We didn't look as good as we could. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Raya
And you
drove.
know,
It's the same. He drove to the left every PK. 5 PKs, 5 jumps to the right. Long before they've taken a shot, it was like, like I don't know, like that just looked like I don't know. It looked like somebody said it looked like we were just like, all right, we probably don't want to play any further in this thing. Let's just get out of here. Like that's how that looked. Like we scored that goal, and then almost we didn't want to force it down their throat. But guess what? We are going to score the next set of goals. Like we should have won that thing 3-1 easy, right? Nah, nah, yeah.
you know, another thing about this game as well is that every corner we took was literally the same.
Yeah. Yeah. No, but you
No
know what?
substance.
There was some short. Okay, I'll tell you this from what I saw. There were some short ones, right? That just didn't get anywhere, and then so a lot of the high ones put us in good situations. We just weren't able to get on the end of them. But it's different when it's Saka taking them. Rice didn't look as good as he has in the past, but he didn't. That didn't happen until he got on. So you know, I think he just didn't have the same people taking the corners today than we usually do. So I don't. You're missing out, right? There, Erdogan, I don't think is Martin. I don't think is anywhere near the form that we need him to be. So, did they rush him back? Seems like they rushed him back. He's gonna have to work his way through this thing. But even that, even if you got to work your way back in, give me one, Martin. Give me one. Give me one play in a game where I go, all right. I know you don't got it all, but you're gonna see this one through, right? That PK was the one of the chances he had today. He had a couple other chances where he didn't take the shot today, but that PK was the one where what? Jump on my back, fellas. I got this. He's the captain, right?
Yeah.
Right. He's supposed to be the one that's supposed to, when times are low, he helps you out and sees it through.
Look at this comment here from
Yeah.
AFC Always.
Yeah.
He said, specialist in failure. I'm just going to prove that right now.
Yeah.
Let me show you something.
Mm.
Let me show you something. Feast this. Feast for your eyes. He's only managed to win 1 trophy from 18 attempts.
Mm.
Look at that.
Yeah, and the way we go out of some of these domestic cups has been very, very poor. The way
Feast
we've
your
gone out
eyes
of.
on that, Gary, and you
Where,
tell me now.
yeah. Yeah.
You tell me, is this manager good enough? It's easy for me to say him out.
Yeah, no. As I told you, they need to have a serious discussion. No, none of that is good. None of that is good.
I'm
None
showing
of that
you
is good.
receipts.
Like this is, but then it goes back to the ownership. Are they really and truly going to make the difficult decision here? Right? Are they going to make a difficult decision to take a manager who they they deem fit to do whatever? Nah, and get somebody else in when you're sitting on, like for me, we finished second twice, and like that might be like we don't want to make any, you don't want to rock the boat now, and it's like, but this these two second place finishes are almost a smoke screen, right? For where we should be. Because everybody can look at those 2 seasons and go, you know what, a different manager may have done things differently and may have got us across the line. Now we've got a really good set of players, and at some point they may not be here. Right? At some point they may not be here. And there might be a reason for that, right? Because they're not seeing the team get across the line. And do you want to lose your squad because you don't want to, hurt some feelings, right? Do you want to hurt your team because you don't want to hurt some feelings, right? Yeah, none of those, that whole post, none of it's good. He won without his players. He gets his players, and you can't see them across the line.
How do you think Saliba's feeling right now? Because what's happening now is the final of the Super Cup, isn't it? For Real Madrid versus Barcelona.
Real Madrid is already up 1 already.
Are they already up? They're already winning.
Mbappe does what he does.
Saliba's probably watching this as he's getting changed. He's probably watching the game. You guys are probably watching the game as they're getting changed.
Yeah, no, I mean, if those talks are real, there ain't no way he's gonna sign back up with this squad. Not right now.
Guys, you're welcome to join. Yeah, anyone, click on the StreamYard link.
There is no way. There's no way players are looking at this going, I can see where we're going here. Because like I said, like at some point, you can't just lean on the same players not doing the job, all right? And that's what we're doing. We're hoping these players get better, and guess what? They ain't getting. It's not even complacency. Is it complacency? I guess it is. These players will see it through, but these players aren't backing him up either. So then that means the message isn't getting through, right?
Yeah. I think he's just taken us as far as he can now. I really believe now that the players don't believe in him now.
Well, that's why I'm saying he needs some help. Either the help is maybe he needs to go and work somewhere else. The help could be maybe he needs to go and get that player that doesn't fit his desired trait. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The kind of attitude that he deems necessary to get the job done. Maybe he needs to find somebody outside the box. That's what we need. Somebody outside the box. Somebody who sits in front of the goal and puts it away. Maybe that's what we need. Somebody like that. That's out of the box right now for the way that we're playing.
The thing is, though, this is what I mean, Gary, and this is a great message from Zanzi. Zanzi says, "Evening, Gary. Pathetic result. Proof if ever needed that we need a bloody striker and not someone who can stick the ball in the net from 2 yards out."
Yeah,
it's the amount of chances we create for this donkey, and he's just
that's why I'm saying. So, like, there's two sides to this. One is, do we get a player that can actually do that, or is he not the right player to get any player to do this? And if he's not the right manager to get anybody to do the job, then he has to go, right? But if you right now, we still need, no matter who is our manager right now, we still need to go and get a player or two in on the attacking side, right? No matter who was managing, if they were in the same situation for good or for bad, whatever the case may be, you still need to bring in someone, right?
Hold on. Sorry, I've got to address this comment.
Yeah,
I've got to address this comment.
Oh,
Bargav, you're welcome to join the stream. But I'm not having this comment here. Havertz is not the problem. Havertz is not the problem. He messed up 2 gilt-edged chances today. And when you say still our leading goal scorer, he has 7 goals.
Yeah.
Only 7 goals. Let me show you. And Bargav, you're my boy and everything, yeah? But let me show you the table. Yeah? Let me show you the table. Show me where Havertz is. Brennan Johnson has the same amount of goals as Havertz.
Solanke has as
Not
many
the
goals.
only problem, but he's part of the problem.
Yeah. Duran, who comes off
I'm
the
not
bench,
sticking
has
this
as
all on
many
him.
goals, right?
I'm
So
not sticking this all on him, but do you know
Yeah.
what? He's part of the problem. And today he could have won us that game today.
yeah.
And you can't say there was a lack of opportunities and chances given to him, because he had 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 chances to put us ahead. I'm not saying he's the only problem. I'm not just blaming him, but he's in that position where he's the person that we're relying on to score the goals right now.
Yeah.
7 goals and 2 assists all season. 7 goals and 2 assists. And today, he needed to be our man to score those goals, and he didn't. So sorry. Okay, let's break it down. Havertz is on over £250,000 British pounds a week, maybe 280. He's accountable, in this team. He's very accountable. So that statement, he's part of the problem, and Arteta is going to die on this sword for buying this player. Yeah, he's going to die on this sword for buying this player, because when the chickens come to roost, Arteta is going to be gone. Yeah. But big up to yourself, Bargav.
I'll say this to Bargav as well. In the Brighton, the third game of the season, Brighton game, he had he made I think he scored the 1 goal that we had. He had an opportunity to put us ahead 2-0 in that match. Another sitter in front of goal. He didn't do it. It came back to haunt us, right? Today, he had 2 opportunities, sitters in front of goal, to put us up 2-1. He didn't do it. It came back to haunt us. And, being our leading scorer is one thing, but I said this when we brought him in. I said he's going to have opportunities to score, because that's the kind of team that we are. Whoever we brought in, no matter where they came from, the way we were playing, our attackers get opportunities to score. So that's not the problem. Isn't whether or not they will have opportunities to score. The problem is whether they put these shots away, right? And they're not doing it. Our attackers aren't doing it. So, yes, he's got 7 goals, but he should be up there in the top 5 of goals, because of where we put him. We put him in situations and put him in front of goal multiple times to score goals. He doesn't do it, right? He doesn't do it, and it's the moments, right? So if he's not the moment player, then that's what we need. Pick one, pick whatever you want. If you're clinical in front of goal, if you're a moments player, maybe you don't show up for a lot of the game, but then when that ball comes into the box and you put it away, that's what you do. You know what I mean? But that's when you need him. You need him in those situations. He's got 7 goals. How many of them were the type of goals that put us ahead? And he's been put in that situation multiple times. How many of those opportunities have been the ones that put us 2 goals ahead that close the game out, right? Those are the pressure goals, right? Like when it's 0-0, sometimes it's easy to take that shot. But when look, this game might close out this game might get us back into the game. He doesn't do that enough, right? He does not do that enough.
Let me read out some of his comments. So Liam says players will start to revolt. They were down tools. It's been 5 years and 1 trophy out of this fake process. Players are taught to be rigid and not express themselves. Market says we would be way worse. Zanzi says if we had that striker that we've not had for the last 3 seasons, then we would have won. And why did Odegaard take the penalty when Havertz probably not now? Jorginho are by far better. Very good point as well. He is a talent killer. Players are scared of playing in case they get their careers ruined by Arteta because of his arrogance. On the list of problems, not the biggest, I think he's talking about Havertz. Havertz doesn't do enough and is our highest paid earner at the club. Exactly, AFC. I'm ready to take the stinkers today. You can criticize me as much as you want. You may not like my opinion, but you know what? One thing is I'm straight up about it. And You know, someone that's played the game and watched football. Yeah, I'm telling you right now, yeah, Havertz is not good enough for our attack, and he's not good enough for us to win a trophy, a league or a trophy this season. Our wingers and captains have been on it all year. Yeah. Liam says, hopefully he resigns this year. He thought of doing last season. If he don't resign, the players will drop in performance purposely to get him out because his progress has been exposed. The players in the dressing room, their confidence must be shot to bits. Two out of 2 cups in 5 days. Colonel Ward says, you say Havertz is the problem. I said he's part of the problem. But you say Havertz is the problem, but yet when after the game you probably say him and Odegaard were the best players, it says how bad Sterling, Martin, and Trossard was all running into blind alleys. Do you know what? We lost the game. So what was good about these 2 players that you're mentioning? Probably what? They weren't that good. Do you know what I'm saying? Yes, they got into positions and stuff like that. He got into good positions, but to say he was good, Odegaard were good, no, they weren't good. Because it's easy. It's easy to get the ball and keep crossing, yeah. Keep doing the predictive thing that we was doing, yeah. Let's cross it. Let's do some in curling crosses, yeah, and head the ball. Because that's all we were doing. There was no other bits of creativity. You know, how many shots did what's his name, Odegaard have? Yeah. How many times was he outside of the box, yeah, able to take shots? No, he was mostly on the right, curling the ball in. Yeah, we need better. Liam says the owners have backed him, so maybe they won't back him with more money. Josh may even have had enough. I think Josh has had more reins of the club than Stan. Josh seems more competent.
If they've had
That's
enough, then they should fire him. Because if you're not going to back
exactly.
him up now,
But they're friends.
if you're not gonna fire him now, then you're never gonna fire him because things might turn out. He might turn the season around. Things might finish second and go a little deeper in the Champions League than you thought, and all these types of things, right? So like, if you're not going to back him now, then you're not going to back him whenever he needs it. He needs it now. If this is your man, and you're thinking, yeah, but you need to bring in players anyways, right? We need to bring in players regardless of the situation. If we were sitting top of the league by 10 points right now, and then we were going through these injury concerns, you're bringing somebody in, right? If you were sitting at 10 points above the league, and look, you know what? We still have an opportunity to go get Isak. We still have an opportunity to get these others, but we need depth, right? Because say Saka never gets injured, the depth issue is still an issue, right? If you bring Sterling in and you don't want to play him, you should have brought somebody in that's going to play. So regardless of, like, right now, we should be bringing in somebody regardless, because we need that player anyways for depth purposes. Regardless of whether they're the number one choice or not, you still need to bring them in. So for me, no, it's not we don't. No, we need depth, right? We need somebody behind Saka. We needed that at the beginning of the season. We still need that now. All right, we need that now even more, right? Is Martinelli going to be the one? It doesn't. I don't think so. So you need to bring in somebody that will answer. Hopefully, that might be a risk, and that might actually be the answer for Martinelli. All right. Um, if can you bring in a striker that may be able to push Havertz and might actually be able to overtake him? Yeah, you do that. Like I said, we did this with our goalkeepers. We've done this with our fullbacks. We won't do it with our wings and our strikers. Why? These players aren't any more important than our defense, but we are cutthroat and ruthless with our defenders and our goalkeepers. All right? We're ruthless with them. Ben White's he's been good for us, right? We still go out there and get a right back, right? In Timber. Right? How is this any different than Saka in a sense that you have an established position player and you still go out there and get another player who's excelled at that same position? Like, how is that? So they pick and choose when they want to do it. It doesn't make sense because what's good for the defense should be good for the attack, right? If you continually improve on your defense and your goalkeepers, why are you not continuing improving on your attack?
It's true.
Why are you not continually improving on your attack? Manchester City has no number 6 to back up Rodri. What are they? What? Look at the players they're bringing in. Look at them. They've won 4 in a row with most of those players except for Alvarez, right? Right? And they are still going out there getting attackers, right? They went out. They've got Haaland, and what are they doing? They're still going out there and getting somebody to go behind to play behind him. This is Haaland. This isn't Saka. This is Haaland. You could go down as one of the top scorers in football, right? And they're still going out there getting a player who we could start for us. They're still going out there and getting that player and trying to bring him in, right? All right, it's a draw here in the La Clasico. It looks like Yamal has scored.
Is it 1-1? Oh, it's
1-1 now. I think Mbappe had to get his ankle wrapped, so he's not going to be. Yeah, Qatar gets beat pretty much at the far post.
Let me shout out Liam Dodovici is a new subscriber here as well, so big up to you. Make sure you subscribe to DWTT as well.
Yeah, come everybody. If you haven't already, hit the like, subscribe.
Yeah, make sure you hit the likes and all that. But let's just go for a few of the comments. We've got the best defense, but Nketiah scored against it. Yeah, he hasn't scored against the other big sides. Arsenal are
Like I'm not a stats guy, but when I look at the stats, our worst player when it comes to XG above under XG or whatever it is.
Trossard.
It's Havertz. His XG is 7.8, and he's got 7 goals. No other player, barely any. I think there might be one other player who's playing under their XG.
It's nothing to be excited about.
No. What I'm saying is, most players who have a 7 XG, they got double digits in goals.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. It's like
underperforming.
Saka has a 4.2 XG and he's got 5 goals, right? Martinelli is a 3.4 with 5 goals, right? I mean, Trossard is under his XG, which is poor, right? Gabriel is right on time. Erdegaard is under his XG. I mean, these are the players that are struggling, the ones that are sitting well under their XG, right? I mean, I mean, most players are over their XG. I mean, today I saw the stat, and if you saw the stat, he is negative 1.27 under his XG today. Not for the season. Today. Today he was negative 1.27, meaning he should have scored at least 1 goal today. And if he scored 1 goal today, he still would have been poor. That's how bad it was. He scores his 2 goals, he's well over his XG today, right? And so to say he had a good day would be, I think, is false. Yeah, he did not have a good day today. Martin did not have a good day today.
And this is what the fans keep stressing, Gary, is that he spent over 700 million on players.
Yeah.
Since 2019.
Yeah.
Oh, what's he saying? Oh, where do you get 800 million from? It's about 680 million. 680 million, 800 million. So what?
Yeah. You know what? And you know what? The thing with those numbers, the thing with those numbers, right, is that do you get it right every time? Does City get it right every time? Does Liverpool get it right every time? They don't. And we had to spend that much money because look at our squad at the time that Arteta took over, at the time that Emery took over. I mean, we've had to replace essentially that whole back line since Wenger's left, right? We didn't have the depth and we didn't have good starters to begin. We had to get a whole new set of starters and build up the depth all at the same time. We're at the point now where we just are adding to our defense, right? Offensively, we still have a lot of holes to fill there, but defensively, we're pretty sound. So, yeah, it took a lot of money to get to where we are. Did they have some poor decisions made? Yes. But in reality, I think it costs money to get back into the where we want to be. All right. And if you go out and get, I think if Arsenal went out and just got the best talent, they would have been all right. But they took chances, and then those chances failed. Right? They took a chance on Saliba, on Zambi, failed, on Nunez, failed, on Vieira, failed, right? When they had, I think Suarez, right? They brought him back, fail. I mean, they had many a player that they took chances on that weren't showing it, and then ultimately didn't work out. They took chances and they failed a lot of. When they took chances, it failed. When they went out and spent the 50 on Partey, I think if he was healthy, we wouldn't have said that was a bad decision, right? When they spent 100 on Rice. I mean, do you think Rice was a failure in a sense so far? I don't think so. I don't think so.
You know what?
Yeah.
Today, I was questioning the price tag today for Declan Rice, just today.
Yeah.
But I also have to look at the positions that he's being played in as well.
He's not playing in his strongest
He's not
position.
playing in his position.
Yeah.
He's not playing in his position.
You spent 100. You spent 100 mil on him, and you will do it in like when you're gonna like Jorginho. You can start over Rice or something like that. That's on the manager, right? I mean, you've got players playing out of position, and then people wonder why they're not worth the money you spent on them, right? What was Havertz brought in to do? People say he was brought in to go into midfield, right?
Yeah.
He was brought in to be in midfield. He failed. He's done well up top because I think our team is set up for that. I think we put any striker in our center forward position or any center forward up there, they would have had the similar numbers, if not better, right? Because that's how good I think our team is when we on attack, because we give ourselves opportunities to score. All right. So I think he's just doing okay there. He's not overachieving or doing as good as he could be. So I kind of felt like, nah. No, I think the money spent is the money spent. We're going to have to continue to spend. Nobody's doing this for free. What team is out there doing this for free? Chelsea has spent $1 billion. Are they stopped spending? No. Are they where they want to be? No. City has been spending. City before Arteta got there, City was spending. Are they stopped spending now? No. Liverpool is the only team that hasn't been spending. But when you've got essentially 3 world-class players to some degree, you don't have to spend as much, right? Salah, you don't spending money much around. You're just putting players around him and they're excelling. Virgil van Dijk, you're not spending as much. You're just putting players around him. Alisson has been doing his job, right? I mean, I think when you've got 3 solid players like that, you can lean on them. We don't have one of those players yet.
Yeah.
I mean,
but I was going to say, sorry to cut you. I was going to say that although Man City have been poor this season, they're already, because Man City are going to need a rebuild because there's going to be a lot of players leaving that club at the end of the season. They're already starting in January to bring in players already.
Yeah.
Where are we bringing players in to strengthen, our forwards? Saka's gone down. Now Jesus is injured. Jesus is going to be out now for probably some considerable time. So we've only now got Havertz up top as a forward. This is unbelievable for a team that's supposed to be fighting for the title. I just want you to respond to Bargain with this question. Where do we go from here? I'm gonna read out your comments, guys. Yeah, but I've given BWTT, this difficult question.
As I said, you right now the quick fix is you got to bring in a player or two. Long term, you got to decide whether or not Arteta is your man. Right now, it doesn't look like it to me. Like right now, nah. If they don't help him out, then he's going to have to do it with what he's got, and I don't think he's going to be able to overachieve with these players. I mean, I don't think he's overachieved much with these players as much, So, Yeah, no, I
We need to bring in players now, don't we? Literally next week, Arteta goes to Josh and he says, you know, we like Josh. We need players now. That's got to be the conversation, isn't it? No.
definitely that definitely should be that is the conversation that should be had right now. I you know I need the players, and this is if he doesn't get it, then that's a problem.
And we
You
know
know?
business at this time of year is difficult.
Yeah,
Okay?
that,
We know
yeah,
business. But if you're prepared to put up the money, players will come. Players will come.
Yep.
I've got so many comments. I've got a few comments here to read out as well. Liam says, I know the owners don't care, but there is something I can sense from Josh. He said to be excited, you will probably be annoyed, so maybe you'll end up sacking Arteta over the season. There we go again. Trossard is definitely Arteta out. More goals scored from defenders than actual attackers.
Yeah. When your defenders are keeping you in games as opposed to pushing you ahead, right? Those goals from our set pieces, those goals from our defenders are like bonuses. They are not staple of how you score goals. That's why even though we are scoring the clip that we're scoring, some people say it's not enough, and it's like, why is it not enough? Well, because you barely have double-digit scores as it is, right? So you're doing this across the board, and yes, it looks good, but the best teams aren't just depending on everybody to score. They're depending a lot of times on a single player to bring it across the line, multiple players to bring it across the line. I mean, that team, I don't like to say their name, from North London, as you showed the stats, I saw at least 3 players ahead of ours that or at the same clip as ours scoring goals. Look where they sit right now in the league. They sit that far back on us, right? Like everybody laughs, Solanke this, um, uh, Williams that, right? They are scoring the same level as Havertz. We got a better team than that. We should have a better attack than that. We should have higher scores than that, right? I mean, they're scoring better. They have more goals than we do in the league, right? And I think like players with names that we don't know of, that's what they need. That's what Arteta's going to have to do. He can't he goes to he goes.
Look, there's one here.
Yeah.
Kavara, this is Kavara Skillia, whatever his name is.
Is that how you say his name?
I don't know whether it's right, but he's ideal for us now. Yeah. He would be ideal for us, and he's on 40 grand a week.
Yeah, no, I mean, and it's so the money isn't the problem, right? It might be the competition for his name. Well, guess what? If you bring him into Arsenal, it should easily be you can start for us. All right? If you do what you're doing, you can start for us. You know what? You're gonna make lots of money. You're gonna get opportunities to score. Did you see what happened today? Everybody gets an opportunity to score, and guess what? You're going to be in that situation. You're going to get a chance to score. So yeah, it shouldn't be hard to sell. People say sell the project, right? It shouldn't be hard to sell the project, right? Because you are getting opportunities to score, right? You will get opportunities to score, right? If you do these little things for Arteta on the defensive end, you will get opportunities to score on the offensive end. Why not? Yeah. As I told you in the back there, I'm gonna have to get ready to go.
Definitely.
I did the watch along, but I need to go and get and start doing some stuff around the house here. I can't dwell on this game for the entire day. Even though I probably will, because I'll probably be listening to all the shows. There'll be another therapy session. Now we had a therapy session after the EFL, the Carabao Cup. We're gonna have a session after the FA Cup, and you know what? Hopefully, we don't have to have another session on Thursday, Thursday.
Penalty, sorry, there might be a penalty.
Oh yeah, there is penalty, and what's his name is standing up for Barcelona to take this.
Is that your mom?
Lewandowski is going to take
See,
this. So
Barcelona, you just you watch that crap today, yeah, and then you just get
and you know
intrigued.
what? He went. The goalkeeper went the same way as the kick, and guess what? He still scored. The goalkeeper went the same way as the kick, and guess what? He was still late. That's to tell you how bad that Erdegour PK
He was
was.
smart enough. Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
Big up in the building, my boy Caps.
yeah. So like
I
Lewandowski,
come
like they've come
across.
back. I think Mbappe has a little bit of an ankle injury, so he's been not the same. And
We could
Barcelona's
have bought
taking
him.
it. Yeah.
We could have bought him back in the day. You know.
Yeah, we could have bought in Lewandowski, but can you sell Arsenal to Lewandowski after after losing out on a Ballon d'Or, the way I think that's kind of happened just a year after that, right? I don't think we can't sell this squad like because Harry Kane would be also a player you can go get, right? That's
Exactly.
if they really thought if they really needed a striker, Harry Kane was right there. Even if it cost them 150 for a Harry Kane, that's what it costs for that level of a striker.
Lewandowski, man.
Right. Like right now, like I don't think we're going to get Isak this January because I don't think we have.
We're not getting him. We're not getting him in the
But
summer
in the
either.
summer, it's going to cost 150, and I don't think we're going to want to make that
We're getting
call
him.
either.
We're probably going to go for Cisco because remember
Yeah,
what I said.
and Sesko is a project still. He's not a player you bring in to get you from second to first. He's a player you gets you in from.
And settings.
I don't even know what he gets us in from. Right, right now I don't know what Sesko gets. Where does he get us from? Like from 10th to 8th? You know what I mean? Because he needs time. But as far as like he's a project like Martin was when he came in. We brought him in January, right? And he wasn't really ready to go until the summer. Sesko, similar thing. He probably won't be ready to go for a season. And we bring him in. He's gonna because we need players that are gonna click right on that away. He's struggling right now in a lower league in terms of quality of play. I mean, I don't think he's playing with the likes of the players we're like is he gonna how would he stand up against a Newcastle defense?
I don't even think our defense is that great at the moment.
No, our defense is good. I believe our defense is good. I mean, are we getting blown out in games?
No, but
you can't say that other teams are missing in their chances because guess what? They're missing in their chances against everybody. So nothing about like the way we're playing defense is why we are struggling. And Rafinha just makes it 3.
Oh,
So,
3. Oh, 3-1. Oh.
Yep. And
season.
Rafinha is a player that before this season, people were like, "Go get Rafinha," right?
Mm.
Nah. Don't want to spend the 50 on Rafinha. We spent, you should have spent the 50 on Rafinha when you had a chance. Should have,
Oh, look. Yeah. PSG are close to a deal for Napoli winger.
It's okay. Keisha. Yeah. Like, I
mean,
what? Like he's got. He's going to PSG. Why?
Money, isn't it? He's getting the big.
I guess it's the money. Yeah, if it's the money, then you. But you know what? You gotta make that decision, right? Like, if you gotta at least try. Did Arsenal even think that as an option and even try to make the call and say, "Come on, come over here"? I don't know. I don't even think they made that call. And
Rafinha, yeah, we were after this guy as well, but he didn't want to come to Arsenal, so he knew. Yeah, do you know what?
Barcelona, but he had a poor year. Yeah, he had a poor year last year, and that's when like maybe you get him out of Barcelona when he had a poor year, and for his standards. Yeah, you see Rashford. If Rashford comes in, right, and it's gonna be like, wow, you guys just you guys went for the low hanging fruit. That's what we do sometimes. Go for the low hanging fruit, and even then, sometimes you don't get it. Like think about it. We went for Sesko, and he said, "Nah." He said, "Nah." If you can't get Sesko to come, how in the world are you going to get anybody else to come? How are you going to do that? I mean, so like, is that an Edu thing? Is that an Arteta thing? Who's not selling Arsenal to Sesko? He stayed for what reason? There's no good reason for him to stay. Right?
I think people are starting to wake up and smell the coffee now, though.
Yeah, no,
I think they're waiting. I think they're now starting to really turn on this manager.
Yeah.
You know, players have had enough. So
Yeah. Well, you know, I better go because I've been saying I'm going to leave you, and I haven't done it, but I'm going to do it. Abs, thanks for having me on. I appreciate it. Everybody in the chat, hit the likes and subscribe, and
make sure you subscribe. His name's in his handles in the description, guys.
Yeah, everybody that came over with me from DWTT channel, thanks for joining. I'll leave the chat. I'll leave the show up so you can stay where you are if you want. Otherwise, you can switch over to Waffle TV and hang out there as well. But yeah, now thanks for showing up, and check me out on my next show. All right, thank you very much, Abs, and have a good night.
Yes, please. DWT joining me today, man. Just want to show you guys the Havertz we had today. This was the Havertz we had today, man.
Yeah.
There's a Havertz today, man. I'm just going to read through the comments, man. Gone. A striker that likes heading because we only lost the ball. He's not even that good in the air either, is he? He's absolutely dead. Don't forget Rashford hasn't signed for anyone yet. Last day purchase. Yeah, because we're going to start getting desperate now. Cisco's Cup, look at him in the Euros. Been 15 hours and not scored a goal. Sinead O'Connor, look at that. It's cold, man. You know, rest in peace, Sinead O'Connor. We're all losing 3-1, yeah. Tesco, no thanks. You should have got Tony. Yep, bad boy striker. This guy, Liam, yeah, I'm liking him already, you know. I'm liking this Liam guy already. Seems to be on the same page. Yeah, definitely. Okay, yeah, I can do that. No worries. Definitely. Thank you very much, man. Man, does anyone know any streams that's on at the moment? Like, is Thing doing his stuff? Is Curtis? There's going to be a lot of head losses tonight. I don't think I'm even watching any streams tonight. As Ever said, Arsenal always waiting for the next season. Yeah, what phase will Arteta be in, man? Arteta out. I'm an Arteta out guy. Yeah. Northside's going to be losing it. Northside's going to be. Sometimes, man, Northside, man. Sometimes, like, I want to go to him to hear the cooking, but there's other times where I'm just like, maybe I'll watch you tomorrow because he's probably going to be going in right now. Yeah, I need a little bit of a break from him, to be honest. Liam, how Arteta dealt with Miles was the mark, how he deals with players. Bless up. Big boy Caps in the building. Cubs in a mess. And me and Caps talk a lot, you know, about this club. Me and Caps talk a lot. The Caps is always putting me straight. Always putting me straight. Always telling me, you know what, Marino, dead. But actually, Caps, you're my boy, yeah? You are my boy. But we've been talking about the Martinelli team. I've not heard you really mention Martinelli recently. We're not doing the defending thing, you know. But Caps is usually 99.9% right about this club. But at the moment, though, we're failing. And it's not getting any better. It's not going to get any better. How many times have I got to hear AFC complaining about this club? Because he's had enough. You know, everyone's had enough. Well, not everyone. Fans have had enough. Offside is on. League Gunner will be lively. Yeah, that's going to be a mad one. That's going to be a mad one. I'm definitely going to tune into Curtis, man. definitely want to show into Curtis. Everyone's had enough. Well, some players, some people still believe in this guy. Some people still believe in this guy. Yeah. Turkish. Look at Turkish. Turkish is fuming. Look. Look at man like Troops. I'm not going to play it. I'm not going to play it loud, but look. Fuming. Where is it? Man like Troops is fuming, mate. These men invest so much into the club, yeah. Man like Turkish, look. Fuming. Can I play it?
Coming back to abuse me in these comments. Funnily enough, the Havertz hive has gone quiet. Come out, come outside. Meet me at the same car park Saeed's at. Havertz hive, meet me at the car park. Meet me at the car park. Saeed, tell me the location of that car park. I'll drive up to Manny, meet me there. Havertz, meet me there. Joking.
I'm gonna tweet that, man. That's funny. Let's see what. Let's see. I don't know. I'm probably gonna get copyright, but I like business, bro. Today. Let me see the truth.
Havertz, 65 million for that absolute bum. You absolute bum. Don't ever play for my club again. Yeah? Leave the club, blood. Yeah? Leave, blood. Yeah? Leave with Arteta, rude boy. Mikel Marino. Mikel fucking Marino. 37 million for absolute dog shit. For fucking dog shit, bro. 37 million for a man that can't pass the ball forward. He has nothing to his game. He can't tackle. He can't shoot. He can't pass. He don't start attacks. He don't stop attacks. What does he do, blood? All Donny did was get fucking Dallo sent off. That's all he did. Whole game. Fuck all, blood. Havertz. Chance after fucking chance, blood. How many chances did this shoot miss, bro? From right under the goal. From right under the goal. But I'm the problem, innit? I'm negative, innit? I'm the one that's fucking, oh, be more positive. Fuck you. Fuck the lot of you, blood. Yeah? Sack him tonight. Sack him tonight. It's done. We're out the Carabao Cup. We're coming back against Newcastle. We can't even beat Dusty Man United, bro. You think we're going to beat fucking Newcastle? Are you having a laugh? Are you having a fucking laugh? Sack this man now. Sack him now. Don't give him no transfer window.
You heard it there, guys. You heard it there from a man like Troops, yeah? Sack him now, they're saying. Yeah? Let's see what Lee's saying.
Yeah. Where's he skipping along? Fucking jinking it like fucking piss off like he's got fucking. Fuck off.
Thomas Partey's get rid.
Oh, bro, it's so funny. Oh, no, man.
It's okay. Arsenal is a great team. Is it your first game here?
It's my first game in
It's okay. It's okay.
Oh, bro. Yeah, mate. For real. Bring in Zizou, man. Bro, it's getting peak, man. I'm telling you, man. It's getting peak, and I'm here for it. I am here for it. Martinelli run with his heads that are definitely. Look up, bro. Oh, man. Abs, there isn't anyone at our club, our football club, who holds accountability for it's a disgrace. Yeah, man. The way AFTV treated the man, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Them managers, voters. Big up, yeah, man. Big up. You know what, people, man? I think I'm gonna call it a day, man. But you know, make sure you guys like the video, share if you need to share it. Big up to DWTT as well. Yeah, it's just. Where is Ray going? This guy, man. What's this? What else? Is there anything else? Oh man, look at this guy. Look at this guy. These clowns. Anyway, people, man, I've had enough, man. Anyway, I'm out, man. Make sure people have a great Sunday. Don't let it get to you. Don't let it get you down. You know, we'll be back in some capacity in the next few years or so. But at the moment, since I was breaking the article, said it's fine if this thing is called serious question need to be answered. What? What's that? Oh, nah, hold on. I gotta see. Hold on. Before I go there, let me see what Arteta said about the. What has he said? What has he said? What has Arteta said? Oh, Arteta's post-match. I don't care. Let's just play this forwards thing, man. Let's just say what he says. Amarin schooled you today, mate.
Come to you. Let's go with James from CBS. Honeywell, first of all, your overall reflections on the game.
Incredible how you don't win again. That's basically to sum up. The dominance, the superiority in relation to your position, and everything that we did to try to win.
Anyway, people, I can't really play this because it's just gonna just probably I'll probably get a strike for this. But listen, people, yeah, I'm gonna lock off now. I've had enough, man. Big up to everyone in the building, and yeah, great Sunday. Big up to Caps, AFC always, Bargal, Liam, new subscriber in the place. Icon Class, man like who else was in today? See, Zanzi, Gav's highlight, Muppet. Yeah, we did lose, but I'm still here, mate. I'm still here. Who else? Colonel Ward, Static Book in the building. Yeah, man. Just big up to all the people, Margie in the building as well. Big up to everyone today, man. Perhaps we catch up in the WhatsApp group, yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah, probably will. But anyway, out, people, man. Peace.